Alright, today I'm going to show y'all this video just to go over how much of a joke the police are. Alright, let's go.
Today in St. Louis, a funeral for 24-year-old police officer Caitlin Alex.
Katie was the best child.
Now her family desperate for answers.
We need to sort through the fact and the fiction, and what's rumor and what's real.
But there are only more questions after this sharply worded letter from the city prosecutor, blasting police for immediately calling Alex's death an accident.
There was an accidental discharge of a weapon.
What the prosecutor says was...
Alright, so they're saying there was an accidental discharge of a weapon. Now, the story is there are these three cops who are in a house, say they've been drinking, and they're in the house and they're playing with weapons. One of the officers takes unloads his clip and puts one bullet back in, spins a revolver and aims it away and shoots it, but nothing is discharged. So then the lady who gets shot picks up the gun, aims it at him, pulls the trigger, it doesn't discharge. He picks it back up, aims it at her, and it discharges. And they're calling this an accidental shooting. What kind of trained police force would use weapons like this? Let's go.
A predisposed conclusion about the outcome of a case. Officer Nate Hendren has been charged with involuntary manslaughter after shooting Alex in his apartment. A late-night game of Russian roulette turned deadly.
A late-night game of Russian roulette turned deadly. What type of police officers would be playing Russian roulette? Does that even make sense? This is either fake or these people are complete idiots. Either way, it shows that the police force is a joke.
According to investigators, both Hendren and his partner, who was also there and has still not been identified, were on duty. Alex was not. Now the city prosecutor says drugs and alcohol may have been involved. Her letter accusing the police department of appearing to obstruct the investigation by collecting only urine and a breathalyzer when her office wanted blood samples.
So this can also be a cover-up because it seems like they're not really trying to get too deep into what really took place. It could have been a hit for some reason. I don't really know what the purpose is, but just the story doesn't make sense. You know, they were supposed to be on duty, but instead they're on drugs and alcohol, pointing guns at each other, and someone ends up dead. This doesn't make sense.
Director of Public Safety hit back.
To suggest that an officer is engaging in any obstruction of justice is ludicrous.
Hendren...
And this guy has the audacity to say that to suggest that any officer would engage in obstruction of justice is ludicrous. Yet you have police in your department who are taking drugs and alcohol while they're on duty and pointing weapons at each other and pulling the trigger. What are you talking about?
Has been suspended without pay, while his attorney writes, "There is no evidence, nor will there ever be, that this was anything more than a tragic accident." Stephanie Gosk, NBC News.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out.
Yes, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick, just to show how much of a joke the so-called authorities are. And we really shouldn't be following these people. We got to stand up for ourselves and see these types of things for what they are. All right. Catch y'all next time.